It's not a very nicely asked question, the way you say that.
The questions that have been asked so far in this debate illustrate why the American people don't trust the media. This is not a cage match.
You just listed a litany of discredited attacks from Democrats and my political opponents, and I'm not going to waste 60 seconds detailing them all.
Do we get credit for this one?
And Carl, I'm not finished yet. The contrast with the Democratic debate, where every fawning question from the media was, which of you is more handsome and wise?
Democrats have the ultimate super PAC. It's called the mainstream media. It's actually evidence of the bias that exists in the American media today.
What are the rules on who gets to follow up? How do we decide who gets to follow up? I've seen 20 other people follow up.
We're talking about fantasy football? Can we stop? Enough on fantasy football. Let people play. Who cares?
So this is another example of the double standard that exists in this country between the mainstream media and the conservative media.
Such a nasty question.
John, do you want me to answer? You want to answer? How are we going to do that? Because I got to tell you the truth. Even in New Jersey, what you're doing is called rude. So.
Does that not speak to your vetting process or judgment in any way?
No, it speaks to the fact that I don't know that it's going on. See, they know. Debates are supposed to be established to help the people get to know the candidates and get to know what's behind them and what their thinking process is, what their philosophy is. And what it's turned into is a gotcha. That's silly, and that's not really helpful for anybody. And I've asked my staff to reach out to the other campaigns to talk about a change in format.
Have you reached out specifically to Donald Trump or to his campaign about this, and what changes specifically are you asking for going forward?
Well, we'll be reaching out to all the campaigns. Everybody that was on that stage. And specific things we're looking for are, first of all, moderators who are interested in actually getting the facts and not in gotcha questions. And we're looking for an opportunity to actually be able to explain what your program is, what your philosophy for leadership is, and then be questioned about it.
So longer answers?
Yes, longer statements and answers to questions.
Dr. Carson, are you trying to tell us that you may not participate in future debates if the formats are not changed? Or is this something that you'd like to have a conversation about, but you'll participate even if the format remains largely as it already has been?
Well, we will always have the conversation first. I don't see any reason whatever right now to be posturing.
Yeah, certainly none of this berating the media and the moderators could be posturing. But tonight, just in the past few minutes, Politico.com is reporting, this has just happened since we've been on the air, that the revolt is well and truly underway. Politico.com reporting tonight in the 9 o'clock hour that Republican presidential campaigns are planning to gather in D.C. on Sunday night to plot how to alter their party's debate process. They have not invited to their meeting anybody from the Republican Party. Today, many of the campaigns told Politico that the RNC has failed to take their concerns about debates into account. They've decided it's time to discuss among themselves how the next debate should be structured. They are no longer going to leave it up to the RNC. It's apparently being spearheaded by members of the campaigns of Donald Trump, Ben Carson, Bobby Jindal, and Lindsey Graham, piping in from the kids' table. But they apparently have commitments to attend from not only those campaigns, but the campaigns of Rand Paul, Rick Santorum, Mike Huckabee, Marco Rubio, and Carly Fiorina. And they say they're reaching out to the rest of them, too.